Sean Hannity, who I'm now calling Al Sharpton and Whiteface, had with Newt Gingrich, who was a loser, got defeated by Bill Clinton. I didn't have sex with that woman. Bill Clinton beat the living daylights out of Newt Gingrich, beat the snot out of him when he was Speaker of the House, which is what Nancy Pelosi is. But let's roll clip number one, clip number two, Mr. Engineer, where Hannity and Newt Gingrich, who Bill Clinton beat the living daylights out of, are now talking about the issues with the Democrats going after. Let me set this up. The Democrats, Newt Gingrich and Sean Hannity, are trying to say that the Democrats, that they're nasty and that they're trying to tear down Trump because they're going after his all of the people around Trump. And let me remind everybody that these same people went after Michelle Obama, they went after Jeremiah Wright, they went after everybody around Obama. And I was with them in doing it, and rightly so, and we'll do it again. But I want to show you the double standard of these white boys. Watch this now. Watch this and think about what they did with Michelle Obama, with Jeremiah Wright, with everybody around the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama. Roll clip number two, Mr. Engineer.
About the political influence in this country that says it is okay for people to push for allegiance to a foreign country.
Congresswoman Omar caught on tape making vile anti-Semitic remarks suggesting that Jewish Americans hold dual allegiance to the U.S. and Israel. Republicans pushing for Omar to be removed from the House of Foreign Affairs Committee over the controversy.
Mr.
Democrats don't have the vote to even use censure.
Let me just say something here. In my travels now, because Sean Hannity is talking about Ibir Omar, who freshman congressman who that they're not trying to make as an evil person who says some anti-Semitic things, and they were anti-Semitic, and I'm down with that. I'm not an anti-Semite, I'm a Zionist, but I want to tell you that I had a lot of struggles with these birthers and Tea Party people who hate Jews, and they're Fox watchers. They watch Fox all the time, but they're Jew haters, and they were very suspicious of me and my relationship with many Jews that I was fondly related to. So I had to do quite a balancing act between the birthers and the Tea Party people who hated Jews, who were anti-Semitic, and the Jews who were Zionists. And I had so Sean Hannity's a big phony. Go ahead, Mr. Engineer.
Former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, for reaction. And by the way, the host of the new podcast, Newt's World. What does it mean about a Democratic Party?
Speaker of the House told Bill Clinton beat the snot out of him.
Bigotry, racist, and anti-Semitic problem, and can't get enough votes to condemn it.
Well, I think it tells you how strong.
And the hypocrisy here is that people that watch Fox News are more anti-Semitic than Muslims are.
Anti-Semitic, anti-Israeli bias.
And that's the stomp down truth.
There are a lot of people on the left who'd be very happy if Israel disappeared tomorrow, and who feel 100%
there are a lot of people on the right
side of Hamas.
And I know them. I call their names if you want me to.
At Israeli cities. So I think what we've seen is over the last 30 years, a growth in the anti-Semitic behavior on college campuses and a growing willingness by some Democratic politicians to be very openly anti-Semitic and anti-Israel. And I think the second thing is that a lot of the younger
Listen, there's more anti-Semitic spirit in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, Oklahoma, and Georgia than there is in Saudi Arabia and Iran and Iraq. Shut up!
Yeah, she's not. I mean,
look at these two freaks. Go ahead, Mr. Engineer.
Look, she is losing control of the House. They may be forced in a desperation move to change the House rules to block Republicans from offering anything, which would, I think, lead to chaos. But she can't get her party to stay together. And if you're in a moderate district, if you're in a district that Trump carried, or if you're in a district that's heavily Jewish, and you're watching the Democrats go crazy, and you are a Democratic freshman running for re-election, this has to be a really decisive moment.
All right.
Who do you stay with?
Let me ask you this. So you come to power with the Republicans for the first time in 40 years. You and Bill Clinton decided you wanted to do great things for the country, and you ended up doing it. And I'm not a big fan of Bill Clinton, but you did balance the budget, which we haven't done since, and a lot of welfare reform, so many big things. He even said the era of big government is over, end of welfare as we know it. You guys found a way to govern, even though you had opposing views. You see now the Russia collusion narrative is collapsed.
No, it hasn't. No, it has not. You stop lying to your base, Sean. Stop that lie. Stop lying. I understand what you're promoting. Listen, everybody knows. See, now here, watch this. Watch this Sean Hannity liar. The 17 intelligence agency led by Dan Coates, who's the director of all intelligence agencies, has completely unanimously agreed that Russia interfered with the 2016 election, Sean. And everybody knows that they interfered with the election. Everybody knows that. So don't say it's collapsed. Don't say that. Don't lie to your base like that. And if they let you lie, we know that Russia interfered. Go ahead, Mr. See these liars? Sean Hannity lying through his teeth.
Which is the widest net ever cast to basically look into any and all things Trump rather than govern. How does that end?
No, I think it's going to end very badly, but let me be clear. This is
wait. Now listen, here is Sean Hannity saying that the Democrats are now looking into everybody around Trump to find anything they can find on Trump's supporters or people in his sphere, in his orbit. But they did the same thing to Obama. And Sean Hannity, you were a part of it, and I was too. I was a part of that process. So looking at everybody around Obama, anything he ever said or done, examining Benghazi, examining Jeremiah Wright, examining his wife, examining his schools, everything he ever did, everything he ever said, and you act like somehow or another that y'all are innocent of that. I did it and would do it again, by the way. It's so hypocritical now that it's being done to Trump that all of a sudden people are bad people when Sean Hannity for 10 years did it about Obama. I've never seen anything like these hypocrites. Anyway, go ahead, Mr. Engineer.
This is an act of hate. These are people
whoa, hold the phone. Good God Almighty. Look at what, let me, Mr. Engineer, can you find any of those Tea Party pictures with Obama as a Sambo, as Obama as a Muslim, Obama as a monkey? You good Lord have mercy. These people act like they are as innocent as free from sin as Jesus. I've never seen anything like these white boys. What a double standard. Talk about this is an act of hate going after tribulation Trump. And by the way, let me just say this to Sean Hannity and to Newt Gingrich. Let me say this to y'all white boys. Let me tell you something. I was in the crowd, in the mix, going after Obama. I was a part of that crowd. And now I'm in a part of the crowd going after Trump. And the Dems are going after Trump. But let me say something to you white boys about Obama and about Trump. That at least the people on Obama, around Obama, never caved, never snitched, never sold him out, never testified against him. Not once did the water break. Not once. Obama had what Trump was begging for, loyalty. Obama had it. Everybody around Trump is selling him out. Everybody. Melania going to be selling that boy out pretty soon. Everybody's selling out this orange-haired orangutan. So, and I'm not a fan of either one of these persons, by the way. I'm just trying to show you the hypocrisy of these white boys. Look at them. Look at them. At least Obama's people, nobody ever sold them out like Michael Cohen and George Papadopoulos and Mike Flynn. Nobody ever sold out Obama the way Omarosa has done. Well, I think that Larry Sinclair did do a little bit. But yeah. All right, Mr. Engineer, go ahead. I think I've had it with this tape anyway, but go ahead.
Worked for Donald Trump as a private citizen. We're going to try to destroy you. We're going to make you hire lawyers.
They tried to destroy Obama. You tried to destroy Obama. You went over there to Kenya to destroy grandmama.
Not in the political arena. They're going to get called in front of some of these committees, and the most radical, vicious, nasty. are going to feel that they have a right to beat them up, to humiliate them, to lecture them. And I think this tells you, I mean, we're moving. I was thinking about, James Tarantino wrote The Hateful Six. He could have written, The Hateful Eight for the Democratic Committee chairman and made a movie out of it. But we have never seen, at least not.
Oh, no. You're not going to get away with that. Never seen. Now, let's roll the clock back to the Obama years. You ain't never seen nothing like them going after that boy's birth certificate, going after his mama, going after his wife, going after everything that was around him. You ain't never seen nothing like that. Talk about you ain't never seen nothing like what they're going after Trump. Well, maybe I will recant that, because actually Trump is such a worse monster and so many loose ends, maybe. At any rate, I think I've had enough of that, Mr. Engineer. I've had enough of Sean Hannity. What a freak he is. What a hypocrite. This is a bit of a news blog we do, looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.